Hey, and welcome to the WKN podcast. These are your hosts,
Thomas.
Daisy.
Justin
and I'm
from
Sylvia, and this
the
is
International Space Station.
and I'm Sylvia, and this is episode 3. Hey,
Oh
hey
my
guys,
goodness.
are y'all having a good night?
It's been a long night, and Stacy's definitely
Oh,
been a long night for her. A long day.
I just want to eat my food.
being grown up stinks. Adulting stinks.
It stinks very bad.
So what's
Adulting
been
is
going
so
on?
good.
What's been going on this week? Anything fun since the last podcast recording? Anything happening on our Jeeps or in life?
Yep, we got Stitch all taken care of with the front end fixed. Literally
Okay.
changed the tie rod, drag link, uh, both axle seals on the left and right side on the front, and we ended up having to change out both the driver and passenger side wheel hubs.
And what else did you do? What Stitch? What
What do you mean? What else?
what
There was
what did you
nothing
put
else.
on Stitch you weren't supposed to put on Stitch?
What was
I think
rubbing
it.
on Stitch that caused you to have to
Well,
add additional
apparently,
parts?
apparently, with the 1 ton RPM steering and 4.5 inch
While I eat
backspace
my chili.
wheels, the at full lock, the nuts kind of rubbed, the locking nuts kind of rubbed on the rims.
Mm.
So, yeah,
What
there
did
was
you
that.
do to What did you do to fix that? How were you able to fix that?
We put what Stacy loves, wheel spacers.
Well, spacers. So it just pushes it out far enough to
But
keep it from rubbing.
where are
Yes,
the wheel spacers, Thomas?
Oh,
Where are the wheel spacers?
obviously the spacers are on the front.
But there's none on the back.
Not yet. Not
so you
yet.
look like one of those. What are those three-wheel motorcycles that are like wide in the front and then skinny in the back? You know what I'm talking about? The crotch rockets that are like the three-wheeler crotch
Like the
rockets.
Can-Am Spider. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Three
that's
wheels.
It's
I'm
like
just gonna sit
wide in
here
the
and
front.
twitch.
So Stitch's front end's a little bit wider than the back end.
A tiny bit. It's fine.
It's fine.
only
No,
It
what
probably
Patrick
makes it
only
faster.
3 inches wider in the front,
if yeah, barely.
with an inch and a half spicers, or
Yeah, something like that. But
I don't like
Patrick
it.
only had his front spacers, so Patrick basically donated
Yeah, thankfully. Yeah,
his
thankfully you had some.
spacers that he had since he's doing a conversion on his, since he's getting rid of his factory axles and putting on 1 ton axles. He's like, hey, I got a set currently, and then he's working on, and he should get us the other set sometime this week, whenever he finishes taking the front axles off, because I think he just got
Yes.
his ride
Thank
height
you,
done.
Patrick, so I can drive
Yes.
my Jeep. But
It's still
obviously,
drivable.
I don't like spacers.
I have spacers.
I
I
still
don't
like
care.
them,
Oh,
Sylvia.
Sylvia, you forgot to
They're
ask.
fine.
What are we
Oh yeah.
drinking?
It's because are you guys drinking anything fun today?
I'm always drinking
Or
something fun. Yeah,
eating. What are
Stacy.
you eating, Stacy? We just had dinner. What are you eating?
I was eating
Stacy,
chili from
yeah,
last
Stacy
night,
Mm.
literally
and now
just
I'm
got
eating
home.
bread that my mother-in-law
Oh,
made.
hold on. Let's
Ooh.
see if we can start a fight. Do you put noodles in your chili or no?
No,
Who
no,
puts
Oh, that's
noodles
why
in their
we're
chili?
friends. Weirdo
no.
Who does
girl.
that?
I don't know.
ninety
If you
percent
put
of people from Kentucky do that. Apparently,
I know. So if
No.
you
Why?
in the comments below post if you're a noodle in your chili or a no noodle in your
I got
chili.
Fritos in my chili, but
Oh,
no.
Because
Fritos is
people
definite, but
Fritos is good. Goldfish are good too.
are they chili cheese Fritos?
No, they're just regular
no,
Fritos.
just regular.
So
You
we
don't
had a
want
meeting last night for a little Voodoo Jeep Club for admins,
to. Yeah,
and apparently everybody left there to make chili.
It made
Oh, that
chili.
was a thing. Yeah.
yeah. Apparently, they were discussing
Savannah,
chili at their meeting, and then Stacy calls me on her way home. Said, you want chili tonight? Do we have this? Do we have that?" I was like, "Stacy, no. All we have is
it
ground
was funny.
hamburger meat unthawed. So you need to get
Dustin and
everything
Savannah
else
both
that you
asked
need."
for chili this week. We had
Everybody's making
smoked.
chili.
Dustin did smoked pork for dinner tonight.
Ooh.
Well, that's what got started, I think, is Chris smoked, I think, had
He did a
pork or
pork.
something and made chili
Mm.
out of it. And I think he left his in the crock pot over that. And,
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
It might be okay though. I don't know. So what are you guys drinking right now? Anything interesting?
I'm back to water. I had too much caffeine today.
I already had two of the Crown Royal lemonade, so I'm on water right now.
And I mean, I could like run downstairs and get some, but
I'm
I
also
think that
drinking.
maybe
Whoop.
You disappeared
then maybe
this
if I wasn't drinking, then maybe I would handle my F bombs, and so I won't have to get
Drinking
caught.
water
get bleeped.
with ice, no limit.
What?
They
I
censor
water
me.
too, with ice.
Well, they censor me. They censor me here. And Thomas, what are you drinking?
Of course, water, no lemon, no ice.
Such
Water
a
neat.
yeah, neat. Yep.
Neat. 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 Wow.
Such a crazy individual there.
Hey,
Let
living
me
to
see
the
that
extreme.
cup. Let me see your
Oh.
cup.
My cup. It's a
Oh,
Bucky's
Bucky's
cup.
cup. Yeah,
It's
nice.
a Bucky's cup.
I actually got this one today because I was at Hobby Lobby and it somehow jumped into my cart.
Oh,
And
I
I
bet it
thought,
did.
well, you know what?
Mm.
That's God's store. So it's kind of like Chick-fil-A that nothing that you get there is wrong.
We got new cups this week, or I got a new cup. He got a
Oh,
new
yeah.
thermos.
I got a new thermos.
Yeah.
It's on the counter
Um,
though,
Yeah,
downstairs.
I can't.
That's-
Oh, should I go get the other things that you got in the mail today?
No, maybe. I don't know yet. I don't know.
Right.
I'm
I thought
curious.
it was funny. Dustin thought it was blasphemy. So then I don't know.
I was like, is this
Blasphemy?
really?
Run, go get them really fast.
All right, hang on.
I
I'll
don't
be back.
know. I was I don't even know. I was on Amazon and then I saw these little things and then
Uh-oh.
I thought,
I'm worried
Ooh.
now.
hey, I want one in my
Whatever I
Jeep.
get in the
And-
mail, Thomas, you don't show.
And I thought, well, I want one in my Jeep and maybe I could give them to other people. In my head, I thought that was like a nice plan, but
Dustin just walked from space.
Do my
with no
kitchen.
helmet.
Oh, no, we
Hold
can't see it. You're gonna have to hold it in front of yourself.
Yeah, hold it in front of you. They're little Jesuses.
What?
You know, but
I
Oh.
need to
probably
order
Jesus-
some of those. I know a bunch of people that need those.
Oh, Jesus riding shotgun. I thought it was
Oh,
cute.
we definitely need
But-
that.
Yeah, so when
Our
we were
next,
wheeling,
Our next
yeah,
blue
when we
holler
were
trip.
wheeling, listen, when we were wheeling on Memorial Day,
Oh, that's a cattail.
Michael brought a little baby Jesus and put it in my Jeep and was like, "We're going to need this today." And then he took it back with it. I was like, "Oh, it's good. It's good."
These things smell like burnt plastic
Well,
inside.
They're
'cause it
probably
is
from
black.
China.
Whoa! What is that?
Okay, you're gonna have
No,
you're gonna have to
you're kidding to yourself.
you're gonna have to block out the cat butthole. Sorry, guys.
Wow, that came out of nowhere. Freaking tail just
Put like a little
Cats in
smiley
space.
cats in space. Oh my gosh.
So did Carbon get anything done to it this weekend to him? I know Stitch did, but no.
Hey, hey,
Well,
No, but go ahead, Stacey.
wait. So while he was
Well, I had to
Carbon
drive
all day,
Stitch
got to
to
drive.
Patrick's.
He had Stitch all day. I got to drive Carbon, and he was on pins and needles all day long.
What? You didn't go to
I
Walmart, did you?
know. After
What's
a
funny?
year.
What's funny?
When
It's
you
been
called me,
literally
I-
a year since she's
To the date?
driven. Not
quite.
quite to the.
Oh,
it was before.
A
It was
little
before
over a
The
year.
week before invasion would be
Yeah.
a full year, so it's been a year and a couple of weeks. That
but you
she's
didn't have to go to
actually,
Walmart today, right?
No, but I did drive around the Target parking lot and tease him that I was going near poles, and then I asked if I could go up the rock bank. He told me no.
No, if I can't do it, you definitely can't do it.
I asked
but
him
she-
if I could take out. I told
She
Don I was
works
going to
there,
take out
so
the
she could
Lincoln.
probably get away with it.
Actually,
Mhm.
it's going to the dealership. The
Yeah.
Chevy dealership is behind Target. It leads up to it, so it's not even actually in Target. Well, it's the back of the parking lot of Target
Mhm.
is where it's actually at.
So
I'm
nothing
sure
major.
he looked all over it to see if I dented it somewhere.
I did. I'm pretty sure I found a scratch that you put on there, not the scratches that I have on there, but the scratch
Oh,
that
sure.
you put on there.
I get back to the Jeep and he has an envelope on the
Oh,
window that some cartoon guy came by, took 2 pictures, a sticker, and a card, put it in an envelope, put it on the dash
It's funny.
That's cool.
of his Jeep sitting out there
Yeah.
Yeah,
with white knuckle on the back of it.
Yep.
that's cool.
Actually, pretty cool.
Of course, he did. He did when he took the picture of the front, kind of cropped out Carbon's name, so it's more like a Arbin.
Arbin.
It's Arbin. It's Arbin. It's
It's still
Arbin.
pretty cool.
Well, yeah, while you were working on Stitch, Dustin was actually at our house working on Goldilocks. What all did you do to Goldilocks, Dustin?
I put in the new Motorbuilt front inner fender liners, the
How'd
high
that
clearance
go?
ones.
Yeah. How did that go, Dustin?
Yeah, how'd that go?
It was fine. Just like
Oh, was it?
always.
How'd
Oh,
that
it's
go?
like
Wait a
normal
minute.
working on a Jeep.
I thought you said something broke.
Yes. The mandrel for the nutsert tool, them tiny ass little nutserts that they send with them. First one I put in, it snapped off inside of the nutsert. So
Well,
I knew it was gonna be a good day when that happens.
Always.
of course, always. Well,
So anyway, then I spent like an hour trying to get the
Yeah.
broken off piece out of the nutsert itself, which I did successfully. And
Well-
then I also what else did I do? Oh, I put
You
on
re-
your new
Long things.
long
yes.
things, long
They were
things.
in links. Put those on.
The long things.
Which
That's what
pretty
Sylvia
I-
calls them, the long things.
99% positive that as soon as she flexes it out, those are going to be all grinding into the brand new inner fenders, which
Oh, really?
I'm not
We'll
happy
just cut a
about.
hole.
So I might end up switching those back. And then we got her new when we were in Invasion, the
Stacy's being
her
back
infinite off-road lights are supposed to have the white daytime running light deal whenever you start the car, but then I guess something happened with the Bluetooth box.
Oh,
When
yeah.
I was talking to the guy there, and Infinite Off-Road, they actually they gave us a replacement for free
Yeah, it was nice.
while we were there. So then I wired that up just like we had it wired before to her switch inside of her vehicle. And then she came out, and then she's like, "Well, wait, you got to push the button to make it work." And I was like, "Well, yeah, that's how it always was." And she's like, "No, that's dumb. I want it hooked up to my battery." And I was like, "No, we hooked it up to your battery directly the first time we put it in. Then you said you wanted it on the switch. You had to have it on the switch. So we wired it to the switch." And then she's like, "No, I can't have it on the switch. So it has to be
Because
wired back to the battery."
the white running lights, I just want to turn on when the car turns on.
Regardless, then I had to rewire it again after I just got done wiring it to the same way that it was before. So
That
did
sounds
that
about
twice.
right. That sounds
We're
about
going
right.
to tell Dustin to read between the lines, sir.
Yeah. Anyway, and yeah, that's what I got done.
It's
Nice.
fine. He's okay. He's
Well,
fine.
to make you feel a little good about the Motobuilt inner fenders, the very last one that I put on, I did break my nutsert tool also. So
But the new nutsert mandrels came in today from Amazon, 2-pack, $12.
I did the same thing. I bought 2 as well.
Did you break any of the other ones, the new ones?
No.
Okay, nice.
I didn't break the new one.
Well, that's good. So I got to still fix that. And I'm gonna have to take the passenger side one completely back out to get to the bolt at the top. But the
He needs to move my light anyway. My rock light.
Oh,
Needs
yeah,
to be
yeah,
moved
yeah.
out just a little bit.
Yeah,
their back rock light where I mounted it, like somehow it maybe it's back a little too far, so it's shining all inside of the inner fender instead of there's like a little hole towards the back of the top of the inner fender. So I mounted it right there on the driver's side, and I put it on the same spot on the passenger side, but the passenger side wouldn't really go back as far because of the fuse box tray, like the fuse box bracket that's under there. on that side. So put it back as far as I could get it, but then the rock light needs to be moved out now.
It still looks good.
Gotcha.
It's more
It looks
stuff.
good. And then my new mirror finally came today too, since I put my doors back on.
You didn't order 2?
Mirror number
Shut
2.
up. No, I
Mirror
need to order the
And
thing
that
to make
is
it
the
come
second
out.
one.
Yeah.
No, you just need to just order 2 for each side.
But the ones that I bought previously were actually sold out. The one you sent me the link to,
Yeah.
they were sold out for like $63. So this time it was like $71 for the same thing. So
See, if you
Got
always
it.
have a spare, you probably wouldn't break it.
It'll never break.
no,
I
just
know.
start buying 2 of everything whenever
Exactly.
you buy stuff.
I think that we should just
Pretty much.
have the tool to take them off next time. It's no big deal. Show me how, and I'll do it myself. So, but we had to get that because
Right.
we have because
Right.
because we have the Shelbyville Jeep invasion this weekend, and all 3 of our Jeeps going.
It's literally
All
supposed to
3.
be storming and thunder and lightning all day long. So
Shut it.
I highly doubt that
Shut it.
it's
Shut
going
it.
to happen.
He's a
Good night.
negative Nancy.
Always.
He's crabby because
Insert picture of weather app here.
he's crabby because he has got a golf scramble that morning that's probably going to be rained out. So he's like, womp womp.
Just
That's
because
fine.
every Friday you get to go play golf while the rest of us have a real job.
Every
Hey,
Thursday.
Okay,
I have
not
a
Tom.
real
It's
job too, and
manager meeting.
it's a manager meeting is what it is. It's not
Manager meeting, aka golf scramble.
Golf.
no, it's not
Friday, 80%, Saturday, 60%, Sunday, 50%. And it's still Monday. So we'll see.
Oh my gosh, guys,
There
we
you go.
forgot to talk about what
Look at
is
the-
happening.
Look at the chat
We
there.
forgot to what is going to maybe be happening this Friday, because that definitely happened after we recorded last time. So what did I stupidly agree to do?
Oh yeah. So on Friday, okay, we will be going live, guys. So this is dropping Friday morning, right? So y'all, after y'all watch this Friday morning, Friday
Take a good look at my
evening-
face. May
Yes.
not ever look like this again.
Friday evening, she is going to go and warm up one of our really good friend Eric's horse barrel racing. Sylvia, when's the last time you were on a horse?
Oh, it's been close to 15 or 20 years. And I've never barrel raced.
And
But I
she
think I
is
can
going
do it.
to go warm up his horse for him to barrel
Probably-
race in front of everybody at
It's gonna be epic.
the race.
Probably
It's
the
going
last
to be
time you were
epic.
on a
We
horse.
will go live. It is going to be. We've got people coming out to watch her. She's
Just to come
crazy,
see her.
guys.
Just to come see her
Yes,
face plant.
Fall.
No.
she'll
I
be
think the last
fine.
time
Horse
you
is
were
gonna
on a
be
horse
warming.
was
Okay.
when we went to
With my
Gatlinburg
mom?
with your mom, and you were pregnant with Savannah. You were
Yeah,
pregnant with
that's
Savannah, and we went on a
19
horse
years
ride
ago, at least.
then. Yeah. It's-
Almost so, yeah.
This is
19
a
years ago,
very
yeah.
gentle horse. She just needs to tell the horse where to go.
Yeah,
She'll be
I've
fine.
been
If she can
practicing
keep
what to do with
herself
my
on it.
hands. Yeah, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
What I do with my hands.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
It's like
Check,
this.
check,
I don't know
pull,
what I do with
drop.
my
Dustin, you need to teach her what to do with her hands.
No, it's check, pull, drop. I got it.
Check, pull, drop.
Check, pull, drop, and then the other side. I got it.
Put
I've
the
been
other
watching.
side.
I've been watching.
So make
I've been
sure you're
watching
watching live. It's going to be on there.
She's going to try to go right and check, pull the wrong side and go left. The horse is going to go that way and she's going to go that way. Alpha
I
love.
figure that I'm
Alpha
either gonna think that I'm going incredibly fast, and it's gonna be like, dun.
Yeah, I'll do one of those little captions like, this is what I think
Or-
I'm doing. This is what my family thinks I'm doing, but this is
Yeah.
what I'm actually
Well,
doing.
Yeah. Or I'm gonna be so amazing at this that Eric's gonna have me just run them the rest of the night, and then Dustin's gonna be a buckle bunny.
Wait, what?
He's like, but
What?
will I?
Because I'm gonna wear a
Will
buckle,
this?
and then he's gonna be all about it. So yeah,
He's like, we
and
buying a horse.
Justin
Oh, I
will be
already
riding
told
a
her.
horse next week.
he told me that all the way home. He's like, just so you know, I don't care if you're good at this. We're not buying a horse.
Well, y'all did
I'm
buy a
doing
dog
it.
at one of the car shows. So
I know, right? I know this is gonna be kind of a Jeep show.
Hey,
so if
you
you're not
don't
gonna
have to
horses-
buy a horse. You got friends with horses.
I know, right? I got friends that'll give me horses. There's that.
We're not taking any free horse. Let me just throw this out there too, because we're not buying horses. We are also
Anybody's got
not
a horse?
taking free horses.
If anybody's got a horse, send it to me.
No donated horses,
In the
no old
comments,
horses,
in the comments.
no horses.
send
period.
email to
DonnaGoldilocks502@gmail.
If
Oh
you
my
don't want
gosh, that's
him to send them, you can send it to tnsharper@gmail.com. I'll send it to her.
And y'all can keep the horse in your backyard and feed it there.
We can't have farm animals. Sorry, it's against our HOA.
But,
But-
same here.
Yeah, you can on that back half.
In the
Is that
back
part
part,
of y'all's
yeah,
HOA?
back
Nope.
I got
Yeah,
you,
the back
Sylvia.
property.
I actually just zoned that to the HOA last
Nah.
week, so
you zoned it. Okay.
I did. Yeah, I
You
called the
zoned
city. I was like, "Look, this needs to be in our HOA." They're like, "We'll take care of it. It's done."
Definitely want to make it where we can't have any more animals.
None. No, we definitely can't.
Ah.
Now that we're kidless, we're
Yes.
technically, well, I'd say officially, but not official because the bedroom's not cleaned up yet. But they stayed in their new house with the last 4 nights now.
Yes,
Oh, nice.
they're
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
officially out, but the room is not cleaned out. I'm about to clean it
It
out
will never.
myself.
They'll probably,
So
they'll
now-
probably, they'll probably leave it.
Now we're in possession of 4 dogs and a cat.
Oh, you guys kept paper bag.
Yes, she's mine.
Okay.
She's mine.
And
Where is
Max.
she at?
And we have Max.
Hold
And
on.
then, of
Was
course-
Max
Max-
his dog?
Yes.
Max
Max
is
is
a
his
support
dog.
animal, actually. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I
Max
didn't know
is his
that.
dog.
I didn't know that. But Max
Yep.
would probably like really lose his bananas. and
Oh,
need
he's
his own
been
support animal. If
he's
you made
been
him.
moping. Max has been moping every morning.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Been running to the bedroom, wondering where's Dominic.
yeah.
He's not here. Buddy.
Max is torn. He wants Dominic. It's Dominic's dog. It's basically his support pet, and his support human. But to take him away from all the other dogs is hard too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Well, it's like, oh, I get it. All right. So you guys want to get into
The
what
nitty
we're actually
gritty.
doing this? Yeah, the nitty gritty. So
It's not really
what-
nitty gritty. No.
It's so gritty. No. So
At least it's the
today,
subject of today's podcast.
the subject,
yes.
yes.
I guess it
The
would be the
subject
subject.
of today's podcast, episode 3, is Thomas and Carbon. Hey, Thomas. Say hi, Thomas.
Hey. Hi, Thomas.
There it is.
So, who are you? Tell us, who are you? Where do you
Who am I?
live? What do you do?
do not give out our address.
What's your social
She said,
security
"Where do
number?
you
number?
live?" Do
Five
not.
five 555 That's Dustin's phone number. Or 867-5309.
Yes, that one.
Yes.
That works.
So, who are you, sir?
I am Thomas. That's who I am.
Okay,
Next
good
question.
episode. Talk to y'all later.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice
See y'all later.
guy.
Oh, so just a quick little background about myself. I'm getting up there in age. Not really.
Now,
Kind of.
is this quick, or is this Thomas quick?
Oh, 100% Thomas Quick.
Okay.
Y'all better
Get a
buckle
drink, guys.
in. Yeah. You might
Buckle
want to
up.
grab
It's
some,
gonna be
grab
a-
some snacks.
Grab some snacks, grab a
It's
drink,
gonna be a long
grab
ride.
2 drinks. No, I take that back. Grab
Yeah.
3 drinks and 2 bags of chips.
We got
Also,
this.
And
if
not,
you have
and
one
not
of
the snack
those-
packs. I'm talking
Yeah.
the family size.
Go ahead and take your coat off because we're gonna be here. a
We're
while.
gonna- I'll try to keep it short.
Good.
I'll
I'm
try.
just messing with you. You go on with your
No, I
best.
know it. No.
You smiling?
I like to be very detailed. Is that
You are
is that
detailed.
a little
At you.
over detailed
You gonna smile?
sometimes?
You
Oh,
do?
I love details. I just don't like to give details, but I want to hear all the details. I just don't want to give any myself. I'm like, no, that's enough information. I mean,
enough.
I'm
Time out.
nosy,
All
but
right.
I don't like.
All right.
I don't like
I-
nosy people, but
I
I'm
just forgot.
nosy.
I just forgot everything you just told me. I don't remember. So, yeah. Now,
So his name is Thomas Harper. I won't give you his middle name, so you can't find him. And he was born in November of 75, so he's old.
Yes. Confirmed.
75, but which
He is
75?
the oldest in the group.
1775?
He is about to be 50, guys. 50.
Not about to. I'm not about to be.
Damn. That's old.
I still got over a year to go. Yeah, just
But
over
we're-
a year.
So, what town do you live in, or what state?
So we currently
that
live
on
in Kentucky. We're just
Pine
south.
Grove, Kentucky.
Well, we're just south of about 40 or so minutes south of Louisville, Kentucky. So we've been here in Kentucky just over, well, I'd say about 5.5 years now. So, so I guess you could say our boys would be considered Army brats.
Right.
I at one
Yeah.
point was a Navy brat because my dad was in the Navy.
You're fine.
But yeah, I just retired from the Army. Did 21 and a half years. I was planning to go a little bit longer than the 21 and a half, but due to some medical conditions and issues with my neck, I went ahead and got medically discharged with retirement. So it's been almost 5 months that I've been out. So it's definitely a different experience of being 20 plus years of serving your country and doing the things that we do in the Army. But yeah, it kind of feels like I'm on extended leave.
Yeah.
So
What was your job?
I don't know what I'm going to do when I grow up. I'm still trying to figure that out.
We're going to be professional wheelers.
Right.
So, what was your job in the Army? What did you do?
So my job was an 89 Bravo. It used to be way back in the day when I first joined was 55 Bravo, which is ammunition specialist. So basically, it's ammunition supply is the broad aspect of what I did in the Army. But
So,
you don't
what are you doing?
necessarily do that specific job. You actually do
Whatever they
just
need.
whatever they tell you to do. That's what you're doing. At one point, we were picking rocks out of truck tires just because
They told you to.
they wanted us to pull rocks out of sweep parking lots, mop parking lot. It's a thing. It's fun. You just sit back and go, wow, I'm getting paid to sweep this parking lot. That's interesting.
Yeah.
But then you get sent off and doing other crazy wild stuff that you're like, holy cow, where am I at now? And what am I doing and why?
Yeah.
But yeah.
So, what are you doing now with your retired time?
With my retired time, basically trying to take care of some things that I needed to take care of on the house that I haven't been taking care of, that I've still neglected and still not really doing. But
Stacy's got a bullshit.
Don't look at Stacy's face. Don't look at Stacy's face. I'm doing things.
Also trying to
Maybe
become
not
a
to the-
professional wheeler.
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to be a professional wheeler for sure.
How
No.
long has this been here?
Oh, that's where that was. I've been looking for that thing.
He couldn't even find it to put it in. I
know.
mean,
It was
you keep
it's been
hiding stuff. How's he supposed
right.
to know where?
How am I supposed to put it in
It's
if it's in
sitting
your
on the desk.
No.
In your office, where he never
Exactly.
goes. That's your private space, Stacey.
Well, and
No,
if
he
you
used
watched
to do
last,
videos in here.
if you watched last week's episode, it's been months since Stacy's been in that office.
Yeah.
We had to start a podcast to get into the office.
Wait a
Right.
second. Where do y'all think he was doing videos at? On this computer, guys. Before
I was
I
looking at
made
the-
him buy a laptop to leave my
Thomas
computer
middle
alone.
name. Thomas middle name Harper.
I don't know
got
what you're
the
talking
middle
about.
name.
I don't know this thing that you're speaking of and what you're insinuating, but Dustin doesn't like it.
Dustin looks perfectly fine.
He's like,
Sound like
I'm
a
a little
woman
frustrated
bit.
right
He's
now.
like, I'm in space. I have nothing to do with this conversation.
I'm in the space in the movie theater.
Oh goodness.
No, but
All right,
right
so
now though,
No,
right
the
now
people in the
I'm
movie
actually
theater
helping
are
a
watching
friend.
me from space.
Yes.
Oh,
Or
is
they're
that what
watching me
wait,
while I'm in space,
I'm confused.
not from space.
Something. No, but right now though, no, you're not. Yeah,
We're on a live feed.
That might have to get beeped out. I don't know
yeah.
if
The
we can
movie
say that
theater
on
is
YouTube.
playing our live feed, and they're watching me talk to you guys from outer space. You're welcome.
Where's your space helmet? Due to the
I don't
fact
need
that
one.
there's no oxygen in space.
I don't need
He
it.
doesn't need
I could breathe fine in space.
Superpowers. Got it.
Yes.
Got it. No, but right now I'm helping a friend on a house that he's building, actually remodeling. It's crazy, but yep, just something to pass some time right now. Helping
Make a
him
few
out
extra
because he
bucks.
asked me and make a couple dollars, a little extra dollars for Jeep parts.
Always.
Yep.
So Jeep. So what is Carbon? What make, model, year? What is Carbon?
So Carbon is a 2020 Jeep Gladiator Rubicon. That I bought it. We bought it June of 2021. So that's a funny story too. So I knew I was gonna have. I was about 3 before I found out I was actually getting out sooner than I did of the Army because of my medical issues with my neck. I had planned on doing at least between 22 and 24 years ish. Still have it, but 2008 Dodge truck. And so it's getting up there in years. It's got over 250,000 miles, and it started running into some electrical gremlins that we were tracking down and chasing, fixing, but then something else would mess up. But yeah, it's a 14-year-old vehicle at the time. So of course it's going to run into some issues and problems. Well, I told Stacy, I was like, well, I'm going to be looking for a new truck. She was like, okay, no problem. Well, started looking. I was looking at Ford, Chevys, Dodges. I really, not so much Toyotas in the truck area. Yeah, I know, Dustin. I'm sorry. I wasn't looking at Toyotas.
You just got you a Tundra.
Yeah, yeah, no. So so I started looking, so in my
Think
Auto
about all
Trader
the
list,
headaches you could have saved yourself if you would have just bought a Tundra.
We would have never met y'all. So.
that's true. We would have never met.
Headaches.
Yeah, that you're right.
That's one
My
of
I'm
biggest
them.
selling the
headache,
Jeep
gone.
and I'm buying a Tundra so we can forget. Dustin won't be our headache anymore. No.
I am a lot of
Dustin's
people's
like, what?
headaches.
Yeah, you do, especially with what you do. Can't remember.
Anyway, so you were talking.
Anyway, so
Yeah.
so
Stay on track, Thomas.
Back to
I
his
know.
long story.
yeah. See,
We're going to take
Yeah.
about 4 podcasts for.
It's
Well, back
because
in
we
my
keep
day-
interrupting him.
no, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, I get sidetracked too easy too, especially this late in the
Squirrel.
evening. Yeah, look, see, Stacy's over there laughing.
Anyway, so you were looking
Anyway,
at trucks.
so
You were looking,
looking
at
at
trucks.
I was looking at trucks. So I had a list of trucks saved on an Auto Trader list that I would just kept going back and forth and looking. Well, this specific Jeep Gladiator popped up. I never thought about owning a Jeep. I was looking for a full-size truck, not something that was classified as mid-size. I was looking for another full-size, and it just kept popping up. Well, I'll post some pictures of it somewhere around in here. Y'all see, will pop up.
Put it
of
in the
what
duck's
looks like.
mouth. You're good.
Wait, what? Oh yeah. So it kept popping up. It popped up, and I was like, oh, let me just save this in the Auto Trader on my Auto Trader list. Well, to make this a little shorter, it was been almost a full month that I was going back and forth looking at various different other vehicles, and it just kept popping up, and it just kept catching my eye, catching my eye, catching my eye, catching my eye, and then I fell into the YouTube Jeep Gladiator rabbit hole of all the crazy fun stuff that you can do to the Jeep Gladiator to make it however you want to make it. I didn't realize how modular Jeeps actually are, and especially the Gladiator, because you got that extra 5 feet hanging out the back end of it, unlike you do on the Wranglers.
Unless you do a Bob bed, which
right.
you should
do. Watch out, Duck, Dustin. You're about to get something thrown at you. So one day Stacy walks in. She's like, "Are you serious right now?" I'm like, "What? Are you still watching YouTube videos on what you can do to the Gladiator?" She's like, "That's it. Come on. We're going to go buy that stupid thing." So went down to the dealership, talked to them for a little bit, and then what do you know? I'm driving home in the 2020 Gladiator.
We went to the bank first. The
Oh,
dude
yeah.
wouldn't even check out a loan. Like, he was so nervous. It's been years since we even bought a vehicle. Like, that was the last vehicle that besides my Kia. We went to the bank. We were sitting there, and I remember the lady's like just typing away.
It's like
and
literally in
like,
a span of like 5 to 10 minutes. It was quick.
It was quick. She's like, "I'll be right back with your check." And Thomas is like, "What?" And she comes back and she hands Thomas the check about the same time my mom called. And Thomas looks at the check and he goes, "Are you kidding me?" And she's like, "Is everything okay?" And he's like, "No, it's fine. I didn't ask for this much money." And he starts freaking out. And I'm like, "Mom, I got to call you back. Thomas is freaking out. This lady handed him like this huge amount of money check, and he doesn't know what to do with it." Like, he's like, "Do I have to spend all of this money?" She's like, "No, you don't have to spend all of it. Just, this is what you basically capped out on. But you don't have to spend all of it." And he's like, I don't know what to do with this amount of money.
It was more money than I've seen in ever. It was.
But like, really, what do you do? Do you put it in your bank account and then write a check to them?
The dealership. You take the check to the dealership.
But you don't want the dealership to know how much the check is. So we go home and he doesn't know what to do. So we go home and he's like, "We'll go tomorrow." And I'm like, "No." And he's still going to look like at all these on the website. And I'm like, he's like, "They close in like an hour and a half." And I'm like, "Dude, we're going now. Like, we're not doing this tomorrow or the next day." He's like, "But," and I'm like, "No, let's go. Like, let's go now. I don't care if they close in 30 minutes. So we went down there.
So let's say the bank gives you a check for 50 grand, and then you can get a $40,000 Jeep. You just give them a check for 50 and then they give you a check back for 10?
No. So what it does is, what they do is, when the bank gives you the check, it's for whatever amount. Let's just say, like you said, 50K. So you take that to the dealership. You no longer talk to the dealership about payment plan, because that's the worst thing you can do going to a dealership, is discussing payment plan. Because once you start discussing payment plan, then they've got you wrangled in, because they can manipulate the numbers to make you think you're getting a good deal, but in reality you're not. So if you can just go in and talk to them about bottom price, what is the out the door price of the vehicle that I can buy it for, then after the fact, once they give you the bottom price, then you can start discussing, are you going to use your bank? Are you going to pay cash that you have? Or are you going to finance through the dealership? So what they do is, since I had to check with the bank, the dealership actually asked, if we can get you a better rate than what the bank could give me, would you finance through us? I was like, well, sure, why not? I already know what my bottom price is going to be, but if I can finance through them and get a better rate, you're stupid not to. But yeah, they couldn't even come close to matching what the bank was able to give me. Like, I'm talking, it was probably every bit of $30,000 to $40,000, between $30,000-$40,000 difference from what they could finance me for with a higher interest rate than what the bank was giving me with a lower interest rate.
Yeah.
So what they do though is, it's basically, the check from the bank is a pre-qualification, because based on the vehicle that you're looking at, they have to make sure that the market value is correct, because you can't just go, I'm going to pay $90K on a a 2000 vehicle, the bank's not going to approve that kind of loan.
Right.
Especially because what they're doing is, regardless of what type of vehicle it is, they're looking at what the market value is of the vehicle for that time period. And so let's just say you're like, there's been a couple of dealerships that me and Dustin were looking at them, that they had a 392 Gladiator. Well, they were asking like 90,000 for a 2020 Jeep Gladiator. The bank is not going to pre-approve you.
We had that problem with the
Yep.
with the Recon, is that, the dealership had to tell the bank, like, look, this is the more expensive version, like it's people pay more for it. So
Yeah. It's based off of the market value and what the
Yeah.
bank is willing to pay. So, but with the price that I was paying for my Gladiator, everything went through
It'll be good.
without a problem at all. So
That's
no
good.
issues or problems.
Now,
So-
was it stock at the dealership?
So theoretically, it basically stock. It did have the 2-inch Mopar lift that you can actually buy from the dealership when you purchase a vehicle, or purchase a Jeep or a Wrangler or Gladiator. That's an option. It's an option that you can have installed and actually have it rolled into your payment. But it had the 2.5-inch Mopar lift, and it did have some aftermarket rims, Culvert red rims on 35s, and it had a aftermarket bumper and a Harbor Freight Badlands 9,000-pound winch on it.
Okay.
When I bought it.
So tell us about your setup now, because I know it's a lot different than that.
So
So-
do you want me to tell you you go through the process of before, because it's been through 3 different lifts. It's been through the Mopar lift, the Ready lift, and then now the current rock crawler lift that it's on.
So I guess mainly just focus on what it is now.
Okay.
But yeah, if you want to talk about,
it's gone through several changes. So currently,
yeah.
so it's got quite a bit of stuff. So currently it's the rock crawler long arm silverback lift. So the front of it's the long arm system, but the rear setup is a mid arm triangulated 4-link versus your traditional parallel link with the track bar. So it basically eliminates the track bar. I currently have Moto Built front bumper, the Crusher Series front bumper with the bull bar, the high clearance Moto Built inner fenders. I have the Steer Smart Yeti Pro track bar. I have their Yeti's drag link, sector shaft brace. Let's see, Rock anti-rock rear sway bar in the rear. It's got, I did re-gear it since I'm running 37s. Now we've upgraded to 40s, but when I had the 37s, I was running 488 Spicer gears, which I'm currently running those because there's future plans. So I'm not going to re-gear again with these current axles. I've got Spicer chromoly axle shafts for the rear, Adams drive shaft for the front. Let's see, I've got the more skid plates underneath it. Let's see, what else do I got? I'm looking at my list.
You said when you were running 37s, you're running what now?
Oh, I have 40-inch. Oh geez, I'm wanting to. I'm gonna go to the Mickey Thompson Baja 40 or 42, depending on how things are running and working. Because right now 42s are really hard to find. But currently, what the heck? I'm literally.
Are they Fury?
Yes,
Fury?
they're the Fury. I cannot remember which MTs they are now, because so the covert wheels, those are non-beadlock. They're the simulated beadlock. So now I have beadlock wheels. It's the KG1 forged K0 or KO 200 beadlocks is what I currently have, and they're in the polished aluminum setup.
Nice.
So I have those, but I can't remember the tires that came on those. But yeah, they are the Fury tires, which aren't too bad. They're a little more noisier than what the Mickeys are, but it's livable for now.
Your Mickeys were all-terrain tires though too.
They were, but when I ran Patrick's 42s, they were just as quiet, even though they were brand new, but they were
They were
just
brand
as
new.
quiet. Yeah,
Yeah, they get louder
they
as
were
they get
still. They will, but the Mickeys I've heard and read are a lot quieter out of all the MTs. The Mickeys are the quietest ones.
I can't hear a damn thing anyway, so I don't even care.
Yeah, I know you really can't.
They're like,
But yeah,
I don't
there's
give
a
it.
few
Like,
more other
someone
stuff.
asked me that the other
my-
day. They're like, is your Jeep? It was a guy pulled up next to me, one of my doors and stuff off, and he said he had a Humvee that he wanted to put 40s on and was asking me, he's like, are they loud?
Yeah, they're loud.
I got my damn doors off. Everything is loud.
Everything is
Like,
loud. I can't hear nothing anyway. It's
I
all
can
loud.
barely hear you at the stoplight.
I know. One of my.
I'm like,
one
I
of
don't
my-
know. Wait a second, you can hear them.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. No, but one of my favorites though is the paddle shifters. I was able to get the Mopar 392 paddle shifters, and then
That's nice.
Sylvia ended up getting them for hers for Christmas last year, right?
Yeah, I did.
Or this past
Yeah.
year.
Mhm.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
keeps
I
forgetting
did.
she has them.
I
She
do
keeps
because I've
forgetting.
driven so long with shift and manual. Yeah, I forget almost every time, don't I, Dustin? Or he'll throw me in.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
I
But
forget
then
constantly.
And like
But
slap her
it's
hand whenever
really-
she. Yeah.
But it's
Oh.
really nice. It's really nice to be able to have your hands on the wheel and head out the window instead of trying to reach when you're trying to shift out of stuff. So
Yeah. So let's see what else do I have on there. I have the Z Automotive Taser Mini JL. Let's see what else. Lighting. I'm running the Oracle rear tail lights, the flush mounts. Well, they have some slight
They have some issues, some bugs.
sometimes. Yeah.
yeah, they have some
Um,
bugs.
And your
Sometimes
what?
they
everyone-
work.
Second
Sometimes
second
they don't
warranty
work.
set now
Yeah,
needs to be your third since your
yeah,
right
pretty
one's
much.
going out again.
Yeah, and I saw
I still have your
today-
left one here at the house.
Yeah, and I did see today that the left one wasn't working again, and then now it's
Yeah.
working again. It wasn't working this morning, but it was working this evening. But
So
yeah,
why I
so-
bought them, I'm not sure, but I did.
because they look cooler than the factory tail lights, and
They do.
the
They-
factory tail lights, I don't
Until they don't work.
right,
Yeah.
but they
And
look cool.
they're like $400 now for a set of
Yes.
2 tail lights that don't work. So
Well, I'm pretty sure though, if I still had the factory tail lights, I would have lost them a long time ago with the
Many
What are you
times.
trying to say? What are you saying there, Thomas? I didn't lose them. I know exactly where they were.
Yeah, I would know exactly
Every
where they
time.
were. They were not attached. That's exactly where they are.
right, but at least the factory ones designed with the little breakaway clip.
That's on
And
yours.
You just order those. It should be
Mine-
the same it should be the same on yours too.
No, there's no break.
It had the little plastic the plastic tab or the screw, or do yours screw in from the side?
screw straight in from the side, because it comes in from because when you drop the tailgate, it's got 2 screws that pop in on the side, and then it
Makes
clips.
sense.
It clips on the outside of the.
So maybe it's just a Gladiator taillight issue.
Well,
Oracle. I don't know.
if Jeep was smart and not try to follow the Wrangler all the way down from the back half of the Jeep, because it's completely different on the Gladiator than the Wrangler, like the front half is, and did flush mounts like they have on the Dodge 1500s,
It'd be
that
better.
would be a heck of a lot better. And then we wouldn't run into the losing the tail light hanging on a tree or a rock face.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I know that that's not the only aftermarket light. I know you got some new lights just recently that are
Yes.
extra
Yes.
bright.
Yes.
Extremely bright. So I have
I think don't you have you might even have a goodie code for our viewers, huh?
I just might.
He even
So
has got their merch on.
Shameless plug.
Dial
Oh,
Dynamics.
yeah, I love shameless plugs.
Yeah, shameless plugs are good. No, Dial Dynamics. They're I have
Which I'd never heard
their,
of until you got them.
Yeah, so I was doing a lot of research on different lighting because I know the Bajas are real popular, KMCs. There's several other lighting that's out there, but I can't remember. It's been a couple of years because my very first set of lights that I bought were their 3-inch pods and their 12-inch light bar 2 Christmases ago. And so I just happened to just research them, and I know they're relatively new with off-road lighting. I want to say it was around 2018 when they started doing. They've been in the lighting business for a while, but they started doing off-road lighting around 2018. And so, but a couple years ago, I bought my first set, and I really liked them, and started doing a little bit more research in them. And they're actually based out of St. Louis, Missouri. So they're American made. They're built, manufactured, everything right here in the U.S. So which was a big perk for me. Their LEDs are made here. Their housings are everything literally is manufactured here in the U.S. We're actually thinking about or planning. We don't know for sure when, but we're actually going to go visit their where they
warehouse
facility.
factory.
yeah, the warehouse, their
warehouse,
facility.
facility.
Holy crap. Yeah, we're planning a trip to go out there and visit them. But currently on my Jeep is their SS5 light pods. These suckers are huge, and they're freaking
Huge.
bright. They're huge.
Okay.
They're really bright.
They're huge.
So two of them, the middle two are spot, and the two on the outside are combos, which is a spot flood setup. And I'll
They're
post
bright.
some pictures as well, those lights. But they're pretty bright. They'll shine. You can see pretty much a mile out. They're pretty intense. So go check them out. If you use code Carbon at checkout, you get free shipping.
So CARBON.
Go check them out, and then I'll put the link and stuff down in the description when we post it on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I can do the Spotify as well.
And you have the headlights coming in.
I do have the headlights. They just today's Monday, so today's the last day that they're doing their Labor Day special up to 15%. But I had ordered their headlights, their max headlights, so their top of the line headlight. But I missed the cutoff on when they were going to get shipped out. So now they're on back order. So apparently when I ordered mine, it showed that they had limited in stock, but apparently I missed the cut whenever they processed my order. So they're on back order for the next, I'd say another week or two, if that. So be looking out for that when I do the install and start showing those off. But also, I do have their rock lights.
Oh wait,
there's
more.
There's more.
Yeah, but
I do have their
more.
RGB rock lights, and those. So their RGBs, they're not quite as bright as just their single white light, but the single white light, it has 3 different positions, but their max position is 1,000 lumens. So those suckers are really bright. So even their RGBs, they're not as bright as that, but they're still pretty bright. They're completely bright. But I did get so the lenses are frost lenses that come with it. I did order their clear lenses, so they're going to be even brighter with the clear lenses. So yeah.
That'll be
looking
awesome.
for some more stuff on that.
Yeah. So now that you've told us about yourself and about Carbon, let's talk about your wheeling adventures. So where are some of your favorite places that you have taken Carbon off-road? And what was your favorite thing about it?
I don't necessarily think I have a specific favorite because each place that we've been to.
This is my new favorite.
This was my favorite. No,
What's your
This-
least favorite?
You have driven
Oh,
it
that's
in
a
our front
question.
yard.
That question's
So
what's that?
I said you have driven it in our front yard. So there's that one too. Don't forget about that.
What's your least
In your
favorite?
backyard.
And the backyard. Yeah.
We won't discuss.
And technically
the
that's
backyard.
off road.
No.
That is.
What?
We won't discuss- well, that'll be a later.
Well,
I
where
almost-
is
There is a
almost
reason
asked
why
you whenever
Stacy
you
hasn't
said-
driven my Jeep in 1 year.
I almost asked you when
No.
you said you had a new front bumper from Motorbill. You had a new front. I was like, well, why do you have that?
why
new
is
front?
that?
Why is that, Thomas? But I
Is-
left
is,
it. I let it go.
Dustin-
I let it go.
Dustin needs to read between the lines, Stacy. So okay, then
So-
if you don't have a
so
favorite,
my
like
favorite-
if
I
I
don't-
said
I don't know if I necessarily have a true favorite because each place that we've been to has something unique with the type of area that it is and what we're doing at that time.
His
Uh,
least favorite is the Walmart parking lot with the big yellow poles.
But that's not because of me. That's because of her
that way.
That's a story for
Over
another
there.
time.
over
That-
there.
No,
I'm
that way.
above you on my screen.
Well, it just depends on where she is in relation to the screen.
Technically,
So
it's
what-
going to be however you see her. You're
Because
the
currently
one.
I see her right here, but it'll probably be over here because everything's reversed.
All right. So what do you think, like how you've been setting Carbon up, what are you setting him up for?
To
Like
make
the
sure
rock-
he can stand those Walmart poles.
Yes. So I can climb
No, it-
over those Walmart poles and be able to push them down when somebody decides to drive into one.
Yeah, like a little tree.
Yeah.
You're going to need a heavier vehicle for that.
I think so. I think you're right.
Probably.
So no, the plan. So we're not trying. Well, we're basically chasing because I've been through 3 different lifts on it. So of course, the one that came with
And
it
he's
was
not
the
done.
Mopar lift. No, I'm not. The second one was a ready lift, a 4-inch ready lift with the Falcon 2.1 shots. That lift was actually it's a really good lift. It's a really good intermediate setup. We wheeled that thing all over the place with that setup. But now with the Rock Crawler 4.5 lift, we're planning to go bigger, taller. Well, not necessarily taller, not in Sylvia's sense taller, but taller to support larger tires. But
Long story short, people plan your Jeep builds ahead of time. That way you save yourself a bunch of money. You don't have to buy 3 different lifts. And
I'm
put
sorry,
3 different lifts
Goldilocks-
on.
Goldilocks likes to try everything to see
But the
until she
problem
finds the right
the
thing.
problem is as soon as I bought my Jeep, I was like, I'm not gonna ever change it. Then I went on my first wheeling trip. Then literally not even it was a few months or so after my first
So here's
wheeling
the
trip
thing
is
about
when I
that.
bought the
So-
other lift.
Whenever
And I
you
didn't
buy
think I
your
was gonna
Jeep,
change it.
everyone should take their Jeep on one wheeling trip before they buy a single thing for it.
See if you like it. See if you have
If
fun.
you like it,
Okay.
don't buy a lift.
That
deal.
doesn't do any good. How many
Do
wheeling
research.
trips have we bought? And we're about to buy a 4th lift.
No. No.
Okay, we're
No,
about to buy
just
the 3rd
are
lift.
you?
And it
No.
came.
No, we're
You're
not buying
wanting to
another
do-
lift. No, hold
It
on.
wa-
Hold that.
Okay.
We're
Hold
not
that thought.
buying another lift. We're just expanding on the current lift is
Yeah.
the plan.
That's
With-
still
Just adding-
changing
with
the
coilovers.
lift.
adding
But that's really not the lift.
That's not
He
Stuff in
wants
the
to do more
springs
than
and shocks.
coilovers.
well,
What else
it's
are you
just
gonna do?
it's just changing a couple of arms. That's it. Eventually in the rear.
Well, he needs to go long arm in the rear. Yeah.
You have to move your gas tank.
Again.
No, we're not. We're not gonna have to move the gas tank. I've been talking to Patrick.
Get Patrick on the line.
I know, right? Where's Patrick? We're gonna need to talk to Patrick.
That's gonna
Anyway,
be next week, isn't it?
Tell us your plan for that.
So
How are you gonna get a triangulated long arm in the back without moving the gas tank?
there's a bracket he was telling me about where it runs underneath the gas tank. You don't have to move it. basically.
But-
I'm nodding like I have any.
But the
Patrick,
arm, the upper
don't-
arm would
I
be the
don't-
one that hit on the
I
gas
don't-
tank.
I don't know for sure the setup, but I'm just going off of
They're probably going
Conversation.
to redneck engineer something to work a little better. It would be
They're
my.
gonna get halfway through it and go, "Hey Thomas, we gotta cut this out,
Yeah.
this, that, and that
You're gonna
out,
have
and
to.
put
Hey,
spacers
Thomas,
on."
you're gonna have
Yeah,
to.
put spacers on.
You're gonna have to
A
order a
gas-
Motoville
a gas
gas tank,
tank.
and
a
then
gas tank
you'll
spacer.
essentially have a Bob bed space because that's where the tank will go.
So worst case, I'll just take the gas tank and stick it in the bed.
Exactly.
Worst case, just throw it away. We don't even need gas.
You don't need a gas
Who
tank.
needs gas?
You just
We'll
get a water
put
bottle and
batteries
fill
on
it up.
there.
Yeah, just a
You can just put the jerry cans in the back and then run like a little fuel pump off each one of
Bunch
them.
of
Perfect.
hoses.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Just run
Oh,
a
that's
small.
funny.
No, but I'm seeing and being told that there is a way we can do it without having to move the gas tank. But we'll have to see exactly once we start really digging into it to see how that's gonna work and what issues we're gonna run into. But hopefully not.
Yeah. Hi,
I
Paperman.
mean, yeah, you never ever typically run into issues. Whenever
So the
you're
moral
working
of the
on
story
Jeep
is
builds ever.
take your Jeep
Right.
off road
Yes.
before you do anything to it. Find out what you want to do, what your plan is. Don't
But here's
necessarily
not only
follow.
Not
Oh,
only
oh.
that, like you might think your plan is, oh, I only want to do green trails, but you're not always going to do green trails. You're going to want to do black trails. So if you
Double
say you only
black.
want to do green trails, build your Jeep to do black
Or-
trails.
Or you're
Red.
going to go with people and say we're only doing green trails, and those people are going to take you on black trails.
That is true.
John.
Steve.
You-
Steve.
And then you have to
John.
get out of your Jeep with your friend's
Thomas.
kids in it and say, Thomas,
Well, hold on,
drive the
hold
damn
on.
Jeep because
Hold on.
Thomas.
Hold on. Hold that.
Thomas.
I did a disclaimer before we rolled out.
A
I said,
disclaimer. He said.
I said, I don't know exactly what we're about to get into before we left the parking
And this guy is supposed to be an Onyx trail guide or something.
I know, and it's Sophia does a handstand. You.
No,
You got the certified and whatnot.
I didn't get, there was no certification. It's just an application. and you
Well,
get
they
approved.
sent you a certification. Be like, look, Thomas is an Onyx trail guide.
certified Onyx trail guy.
Certified
He's a
trail guide.
trail
And we go out
leader.
there and
They,
we're like,
they should have rethought
I really
that.
don't know what
They
I'm
should.
doing.
No,
or where
I
we're
really
going.
don't.
I've been like,
Nope.
excuse me, is there somewhere I could send a review?
trail guy Thomas had
Tried to kill me.
Sylvia doing handstands. Picture
No, I didn't have
right there in the
Sylvia
duck's
doing
mouth.
handstands.
Insert picture here.
Insert picture there.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
It's fine. Yeah, it would have been fine. The Gladiators went
We had,
down
I don't know what the problem
perfectly.
is because me and
Like the
John
18
got down
extra
at
inches?
no problem.
Yeah, Sylvia did not.
She was fine. She just didn't know what the braking gas was. She was fine.
I didn't even know there was an issue until I saw the picture, and I was like, "Oh,
Oh,
that
that's
tire
supposed to,
sure was about 4 foot off."
I felt like
watch
there
the
was an
video.
issue
Put a link to
Whenever
the
I
video
was-
in here.
Yeah, but tell
almost
me
falling
that.
into the front window.
But whenever your wheel is off, anytime your wheels are off the ground, it feels the same. I feel like whether it's a foot or 4 feet, it feels off. So I didn't really feel that was 4 foot off the ground. It's fine.
well, it's fine.
Fine.
It's all fine. It's all good. It's fine.
The back tire was
Why?
literally level with Thomas's head.
It was. It
So
was.
5 foot.
Wait,
5'7" ish.
5-ish.
Joking. So would
you know
that
I'm
be one of the
6'3".
The camera just makes you look small.
Right.
Exactly. Right. Sure.
So Stacy was asking earlier if there's like a least favorite trail or a place you couldn't wait to get off. Was that one of it? I feel like that trail.
Well, see,
That was it for Stacy.
I was
Stacy
walking
could not
home.
wait to get off that trail.
Stacy was definitely done after that. She literally after
Shut
we
down.
got Sylvia
she shut
down
herself
safe,
down.
Stacy literally got didn't even get back in the Jeep, and she just started walking down the trail.
I got back in the Jeep, then you got stuck. We had to pull you backwards. Sylvia got sideways after that on the side of the trail. I was
and then
done.
my winch decided to die.
Done.
Well,
Oh, yeah,
then
no,
we had to
like
find
that.
our way out, and we took like the longest
We
6-mile
did.
freaking
We went
loop around
around
the whole
the wrong
outside
way.
of the
You
park
come
to get
up
back to the
to
front.
like a cliff, and I'm like, whoa, stop, wait. You're looking over this before you go head down. Luckily you did, because it was literally head down, like 20 foot down.
It was like that.
And I was like, no, I'm over this shit. I'm done.
I think that was Decker's revenge that Thomas was getting ready to go down, because that was on that loop that we did with them 2 weeks ago.
But they
Instead
were
of
going up
it. He was
We were going
down
up it.
Well, we
Yeah.
did
because
find out
we did
later.
the whole thing the wrong way.
Yeah, we did find
Yes.
out later that they were surprised that we went down it. Well,
And
what
lived.
was funny is after
And
we finally got
lived.
off, after
And
we
lived.
finally got down, there was some side by sides coming down the main trail. They literally stopped and backed up.
To watch
after
us
I got
come down.
and they were like, "Are y'all getting ready to go up that?" I'm like, "No, we're coming down that." They were like, "Are you serious?" I was like, "I don't know what the
What
problem was."
We're just following trail guide Thomas.
I did give a disclaimer though. I did disclaim it. Luckily though, it was just us three, and
I
not
Not anybody else. And
not anybody
not
else's
anybody in
is.
like a 2-door. They would have all died.
We would have winched them from the back and the front and just guided them down.
Oh my
What we
God,
should have
I
done
can't
is
even-
just put it in neutral and let off the brake and just
Shoo! Hope for the best on the way down.
Yeah.
See ya.
just smile and steer. Just like, yep. When
I
you
guess
hit the
because
bottom,
Knuckle-
hit the
White
brake before you
Knuckle.
hit the main road.
Yeah,
No.
that was at Blue Holler, guys. I guess we could have told you. where that
It was
at.
a Blue Holler.
Blue Holler. In the very,
the very back,
very back,
as far back as you
very
can
back,
go.
as far
Like
back as
like
can
you would
get.
need a Chinook to come in and get you out if
We were
if
so
something were to
done,
happen.
and it still took us over an hour to get back to the front.
Yeah, while you're, and that does suck. That's what whenever we were on 2X at
See,
Redbird.
You and John.
I know. I had the worst time, and my Jeep, my Jeep just was perfectly capable there.
I
And for
actually
some
had
reason, you
I-
guys were stressing me out.
I
so
had a lot of
badly.
fun. I
And you
literally had a
winched
lot
the
of fun.
whole day. I'm like,
I did. And
I
I was
looking
pulling
for a
cable.
helicopter.
I was pulling cable
I know.
all day long.
I know.
I had
Top of the hill. Oh, we're stuck. And then we go down the bottom of the hill. We go up
Bottom of the hill. Oh,
bottom of the
stuck
hill.
again.
Oh, they're stuck again. Wait, and then top of the hill. Yep, we're stuck.
So 2X at Redbird is completely Gladiator friendly. It's
Bring all the gladiators.
If you have a bob
there.
bed, it is.
no,
And a 20-foot lift.
even if
It
you had the
won't
bob
matter.
bed, it still wouldn't. You would have to
Yeah,
shorten
it's
it.
the tires.
You would have to cut the frame in the middle, take out about 2 feet of it to make it into a Wrangler.
I'm pretty
So that
sure
it
you
would
do
go
cut
up.
the frame with the bob bed.
The
You
back
cut
end
a foot
of it,
off
not
the back end of it.
I know he's
It
talking
was the
about tire.
breakover.
You have to
The
make
breakover
it's the
angle was
tire.
At
the
the top,
problem.
but it definitely would have helped at the bottom.
I had no problem at the bottom. It was just the top.
You did so.
No,
You got
I didn't.
stuck on that. Yes, you
That
did.
tree root.
No,
Yeah,
you
John
didn't-
got stuck on the tree root.
You got stuck on the tree root.
It wasn't me. It was John.
It was you.
John ripped his
It was
bumper on
you.
the tree root.
I can't go to the pictures because I don't have any.
Yeah,
I
because you
was-
weren't
We
there.
have pictures somewhere.
Shut up
Someone
about the
get
tree
John
root.
on the
It
phone.
was the tree root. It wasn't
It's
because
fine.
of the bob bed. It still would have hung up.
Well, it's because
Not
of
if
the
you were
way
a
that
foot
your
shorter.
butt was dragging the ground. Your butt was dragging the ground in that
No.
like V.
No.
Okay.
No.
You
You're
need
making stuff up.
like a slide skid plate
He's
You're making-
traumatized.
under your
making-
and
under your bumper.
You're
he's
making stuff up.
traumatized and he's forgot it.
You're making stuff up. I don't know what
That
you're
whole
talking
day is like
We got to
in
go
my
back.
head.
about. I want to go back and do it.
I know.
Well,
I mean,
Stitch
I'd
has
go
to
back.
get the badge.
Too. Yeah. There's nothing for you to scratch yourself on. Well, that one tree that I had to push you, that John and I were trying to push you.
As soon as
yeah, but
Thomas
it was-
gets me armor,
It was
stitch
so
armor,
muddy
we'll
that
go.
day, though.
Oh, it was muddy. It
It
was
was
really
muddy that day. So I think if we went, like we would when we were at Windrock,
If we go to
it
Sunday,
hadn't
Sunday.
rained
Oh
in
no, it'll be raining this week.
yeah,
We should
hadn't
go
rained in
tomorrow.
2 months.
Everybody call off work.
Call off work tomorrow.
I got a
Cancel
truck
appointments, call off
tomorrow.
work.
I got a
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Stuff to do.
I got a couple appointments tomorrow.
I had truck.
I know.
See,
Adulting.
adulting.
See, adults.
Dumb.
Yeah, getting old sucks too. Because you got all these
That's true.
appointments. You got all these medical appointments and
That's true.
issues.
Just to tell you that you're old and they can't
Yeah.
fix it because
Yeah,
you're old.
you're old. They can't fix it, and you're just gonna have to deal with it.
You're just old, and it's probably going to get
Here's a bunch of
worse.
pills. Here's a bunch of pills.
Yeah, and it's
Take
gonna
some
be
Motrin,
worse.
drink some water, rub some dirt on it. You'll be fine. It's okay. It's all okay.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's funny.
It's fine.
So, do you feel like you've told us everything you want to tell us about yourself and Carbon?
I'm pretty sure we'll get into some more stuff later on.
Well,
But
yeah,
carbon
we have
used
lots.
to not be carbon.
it used to not have a name. It took
Oh,
me.
when did
It
you
was.
name
It was almost 2 years before I finally named him.
Well, and then how about we talk about what he looks like? Because you never said what he looks like
What he looks like now.
and what he did
Well,
look
what he looked like
like.
before.
So it
He
is.
was
Carbon
stock,
has
what color?
evolved over the last
is
2
a-
years.
Yeah, it's definitely changed looks a few times.
Is
The
it
the
billet? Is
main
that
the factory color's billet silver. But I did have Action Shield from 4x4 Attitude. There was a Venom Spider-Man theme,
Mhm.
and I ran that for about almost a year. I'd say it
Mhm.
was about 9-10 months,
Yeah.
Yeah.
something like that.
Then you
And
changed
then-
your theme.
And then we changed the theme. So anybody that was at the Owensboro show definitely saw the new look. And he's now a camouflage color. Basically, it's
And
black,
Enter
silver,
somewhere.
white. Yeah, we'll have some pictures somewhere here, there.
This
I'll
whole
You can
post them
fly
here.
in space by Dustin.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can put it right up there for sure. No, but yeah, it's a camouflage and but it's a black with white, a dark gray, light gray, and red pattern on it, and it's
And how did you get that put on?
so last minute we decided to because first we were having issues
Because you
with
have
the
the
Action
best
Shield.
friends.
We were having some issues with the Action Shield. It was so the product itself was the manufacturer changed some stuff from what I remember. So without actually telling 4x4 Attitude that they did some changes, so people that had Action Shields were having issues with it coming apart. Either the laminate was coming apart or it wasn't sticking good. So I lost a couple of pieces of it.
And they've since fixed all that.
And then so when we were planning do the Owensboro show, so Stacy's Jeep, Stitch, and Carbon were both representing Louisville Voodoo Jeep Club in the Owensboro show. So we set up the booth for that. And so we were putting Stitch and Carbon in. Well, with I was having issues with my Action Shield of Venom and Spider-Man, we decided at the last minute, literally a week before the show, decided, hey, since we're having issues with it, I didn't want to drive with it, and I knew the 4x4 Attitude was going to be there. I wanted to let them know and show them, hey, this is what's going on with it, so we could work something so that they could get it replaced. Now I'm just basically waiting for them to do the replacement. But it's not going to be Venom Spider-Man anymore. It's going to be the camouflage carbon print. So, but last minute we decided to do a change and ordered a bunch of different carbon vinyl and got with Steve and Sylvia and said, hey, let's do this the week before the show. And so we met up on Monday morning at 10:30, and we were finished putting it together and cutting it all out at 9:30 that night. Sylvia
After he
did.
starved them all day at Steve's
did.
house.
That
I
was-
left
that
at
was-
7. I left at 7 because I was
Yeah, me and
Done.
Steve finished it up at 9:30, but Sylvia, I'd say cut out like 90%, 95%, 98% of all the vinyl. Steve put on, I would say, about 80 to 90%, 98% of it, and I did the extra 2%.
Because we needed him to not touch anything because he is too. It would have taken us 6 days because he would have to like pick it. Like, no, sir, we are cutting it. We are slapping it on there. Back away. So once we got 90%,
they put me in
on,
timeout.
Then we let Thomas come play.
Yeah,
and
they put me in timeout.
That's what I left at 7, and they were still there for another 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Steve still likes to tell Thomas to go cut a piece so he can put on a piece.
Yes, every time I see Steve, he's like, "Hey, you got some vinyl? I see a spot. I see a spot."
Because that is, whenever you start doing it, it's like putting ornaments on a Christmas tree. You can literally just keep freaking putting them on there and finding another spot and another spot. So I just had to walk the hell away.
Yeah, so it's not like a complete wrap.
Going
It's literally a bunch of pieces that we cut out.
I like it. I think it's cool like that. Because then also if one gets torn up on a trail before your shield comes back in, you can take it right off and replace it.
Yep. Well, that's what I did before we left for Jeep Invasion. There were some that I saw was either peeling off or didn't sit right, or I just didn't like the way it looked. So I just cut a new piece and slapped it on.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So I do keep a little bit in my Jeep. So when I do see Steve, I cut him out a piece so he can slap it on somewhere.
Slap it on there.
Or if I see something coming apart, I'll just cut it.
Yeah.
And then restick it and good to go.
Yeah. But people say that I know I'm so sleepy. They said that it definitely is more you now. So that's cool.
Yeah, I definitely get it. I was getting compliments with the Venom Spider-Man setup, but I definitely get a lot more compliments, and the way Carbon sits is my personality, basically.
Yeah, I was gonna say, especially when they know you, then they're like, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Yep.
Very cool.
So that's how he sits now. And then of course we got a bunch of future stuff planned. Not a whole lot gonna be happening with him the rest of this year. There may be some minor stuff here and there, but nothing big. Next year, we're going to be pushing for some really big stuff. I was hoping it would happen this year, but next year. It looks like there's going to be some.
That's okay. Yeah.
New stuff. Of course, it's never ending, and it's
your
not
list
gonna
and your
always
priorities
be where you want it.
Always change.
It does.
Priority list change. Yep.
So as Dustin was saying, don't follow us and because things
follow us on
change.
social media.
Yes, follow us on the social media, but don't
follow
try
our
to copy what we do with your build, because
unless you're a billionaire, then do whatever you want. Yeah, we are idiots.
Because endless money.
We make $0. We make $0.
$0.
$0. The only dollars we make is what Stacy does for a living now. No.
Stacy funds all of our Jeeps.
Thanks, Stacy. We appreciate
you.
You
know what? We could.
My feet are not that cute.
It could be worse. We could have a crack addiction. You know, like
right. This is our crack addiction.
We don't do drugs. We don't do drugs.
It would probably be cheaper.
Drugs would probably be cheaper, actually.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, probably.
Why couldn't we be?
I have a coffee addiction, not any other kind of addiction.
I can't even afford a coffee addiction. I have to do the coffee at home.
Yeah.
Because Jeep parts.
Yeah, Jeep parts.
No.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you want to be wild and crazy, just follow us, but don't follow us.
Maybe we should put one of those things that says like, don't, the
friends don't let friends buy Jeep parts.
Or Dustin, don't try
Dustin,
this at
where
home.
have you been? Where have you been, buddy?
Thomas, really? Because you encourage people to buy Gladiators. Do we need to go into that conversation?
Sorry, Rich.
Yeah. So sorry,
now
Nikki.
You're talking to him about
sorry, Nikki.
lives.
Sorry, Nikki.
Yeah.
Hey,
Not only
no, wait,
lift,
wait,
but
wait,
like a $12,000 rock crawler lift with coilovers.
No, that's not. That wasn't. Well, if he wants to get that one,
Well,
go
see,
right
but
ahead.
we've learned. Don't even
start
go
at the
with that
bottom.
stuff.
Start at the top.
Start at the top.
If you can't
Because you're
afford it,
going to the top.
Open up Rock Crawler's website. Whatever the most
Just go
expensive
straight to
lift
the
is
top.
for your vehicle, just buy that and
Yep.
start there.
exactly.
Yep, that's it. Exactly. Because you're not going to be
And
happy
call
until that's
Patrick
when
to
you're.
put it on, because by the
Patrick,
time you pay him
get
to
with
put it
Patrick.
on, then by the time he gets to our vehicles, he'll already know how to do it.
You with Patrick. Patrick, if you listen to this, if they call you, just max them out from the start. Like, look, you need
Just-
Yeah.
4.5 inch, you need coilovers, you need 42, you need all of it.
You need it all.
Yeah. 44s.
I was
44s
starting with the
because
2.5 inch
42s.
lifts and
Because
35s.
42s are going to be obsolete soon. So might as well go to 44s.
That's true.
And help put a 26 in it or something while you're at it.
Yeah, might as well.
They need
Or at least the
tons.
392.
Just start at the top.
No,
A elephant?
they need
Go
like
straight to the
80s,
elephant.
an elephant. Yeah. Yeah, an 80.
Actually,
80s.
if you're smart, you'll just buy the AMW build that has all that stuff from the beginning. At the end of the day, it's going
For
to save you
$200,000.
thousands and thousands of dollars and headaches. I'm dead serious.
No,
It will.
we need
What?
Patrick to know how to do it before he starts on ours. So,
No, we're the guinea pigs, though. Obviously.
yeah.
We don't have to be the guinea pigs. There's millions of other people.
When
out
we
there
were doing my lift, the rock crawler lift, we spent 4 to 6 hours trying to cut up those little bitty knobs
I'm
in the frame.
pretty sure I mentioned, like, hey, why don't we just cut around it on both sides of the frame? It'll probably pop out of there.
I'm pretty sure I have it on video when I was snuggled up in my jacket and blanket with the heater.
It was cold.
Yes. That's
Anyway,
what it
6 hours later,
6
what
hours
do we end
later.
up doing? Cutting both sides of the frame and popping it out of there took like 10 minutes. So, yeah.
And a
There's
couple
that.
of drill bits later.
You went to the store to buy extra drill bits.
and was
We
gone
did.
like
Twice.
6 hours.
Twice.
Yeah,
I was like,
Oh my gosh.
2 trips.
it's
And
okay.
took a detour to John's house.
Lesson learned there. I mean,
We love you,
now we
Patrick.
know.
We love you, Patrick.
Now we know.
Yeah, it's fine. Everything's fine.
Hey,
Everything.
Patrick still hasn't sent you the bill for that yet. So
Why remind him now? Dang.
I would be
Ouch.
I thought
sweating.
you've already
No,
paid that
no,
bill.
He's already sent me that bill. It's the other bill.
Yeah, I said.
Oh, the other one.
No,
Okay.
I was about to say we paid that bill.
The other 2 bills. The other
Right.
2 bills.
Everything's fun
one
and games,
bill
so
for
you gotta
carbon,
pay
one
for
bill
it.
for and great, I'm paying for 2 Jeeps.
Well, that's your own dumb
Don't,
fault.
that's stupid. Don't ever. Don't. Oh,
Wait a second.
Rich and
Wait
Nikki,
a
I'm
second.
sorry.
As we're thinking about, as we're gonna start building the TJ too.
Yeah, see.
See?
The
Yep.
TJ is not happening anytime in the 2020s.
Dustin's gonna be
I'm just throwing that out
80.
there now.
Good
the
thing
TJ
2020 is over with and we're going into 2025.
No, like the whole decade. So we'll start on it January 1st, 2030 is when then that's when
6
we'll be able
years
to
out.
afford to work
All
on
right,
that.
well
That's 6
then,
years out.
Patrick, you're gonna have to make room for me in a TJ because I ain't waiting that long. Or I'm gonna have to. I'll YouTube it myself. Don't make me get out there.
It's not doing it. I'll do it, but we don't have the funds to do it. That's the problem.
Guess
We
we're
don't have
selling
funds
our
for
feet.
anything. Yeah. No, don't sell them. Just pictures of them.
Yeah, because
Don't literally cut them off and sell them. I've already cut off one of mine, and it's
Because as we know, fake parts are not cheap.
They're not
They're
cheap.
more expensive
Yeah.
than cheap parts.
Dustin knows,
facts.
and Sylvia knows.
Dustin.
Dustin for real knows.
And that's why I can't afford Jeep parts because I got to pay for this damn thing. Right.
So, if we sell those feet pics, would we make more money?
Oh, we can try
I'm
it.
just saying.
We can try it. I've got 2 lefts now, so I mean they're a little bit different, you know.
One has like a bigger toe, like for flip flops, because he wears flip flops.
This one's got this.
She did this.
What are you doing with that foot, Sylvia?
This one's also got like a vein that runs down the top of it.
Just to make it look
more
real.
realistic. Yeah. So it's veiny and thicker.
So now we're going to the after hours, the WKN after hours. Stay tuned.
We can't do that because I'll fall asleep. Too late.
Oh my god.
Oh, but for real, we can't
Apparently,
wrap it up.
with his foot.
He never takes it out of his shoe. It's always in his shoe.
That is fact. That is true.
That's like Thomas. When Thomas is like, when you had been drinking that one night, he's like, "Why haven't you taken your shoes off?" He's like, "This is like, I don't ever take my shoe off."
That's not true because
Like,
if I have to change shoes, then I take it off, or if I have to put on pants, then it has to come off because it won't go over the side.
It was like he thought he was going to be uncomfortable and couldn't sleep with his leg in the corner with the shoe on.
Right.
Well,
Like, yeah.
that leg almost ended up in the hallway.
You were so
That is true.
That's a story for another time.
And Sylvia looked
You're
like
like, how did you get over here? And Dustin's like, I
He's like, whoa. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Thomas doesn't drink, and whenever he
Thomas
does,
had
it's
some
incredibly.
moonshine.
No, there was
Yeah,
it wasn't moonshine that night, was it?
What?
No, Jonathan gave him something.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was.
It was something
Yeah.
out of the cooler. It wasn't
Anyway.
moonshine.
It's
We
fine.
came back to
Yeah.
the room. You were rolled up like a burrito. He was
Trying
trying to
to
be quiet. He
be
was
asleep.
not so quiet. And I'm like, shh. He's like, I am being quiet. And I'm like, no, you're
Like,
not.
no.
I was like, I am being quiet.
It was Dustin was egging it on. It was Dustin's fault.
I was thinking.
I was getting extremely mad.
Yeah.
And then I just remember being like, I'm not asleep.
Oh
I
my
want to be asleep. Stop talking to me.
And I'm like, shh. He's like, I'm being quiet. And I'm like, no, you're not. Shut up.
Then I couldn't find my phone charger.
That's when Dustin got out of the bed and hopped across the room. He's like, whoa, what's over there? How'd you get over here? He's like, I hopped. He's like, whoa.
Mind blown.
It was completely
He's like, leg there, Dustin here. How did that happen?
And
And
his
it still
phone
has a
charger
shoe.
was plugged in the wall right behind where he was standing, looking for it
Yes, the whole time.
Poor Thomas.
the whole time.
Dustin's just like, use this charger, but that's not for my phone. But it'll work, won't it? But yeah, but it's not for my phone. Just use it.
It's a damn cord.
I don't know what
Plug
you're
it in,
talking
dude.
about.
No matter what it's for.
I don't know what
Just
you're talking
stick
about.
it in. Be done with it.
Don't matter what
Whoa.
it's for, just stick it in. Well,
Just
Okay, that's on
do
me.
it.
that's what she said.
That is what she said.
Well,
All right. Well,
Yeah.
I guess we should probably say goodbye.
we've been on for a minute.
I know we're gonna not maybe be as long this time, and we are at
An hour and a half.
I
You're
feel like
welcome,
it's
Patrick.
longer. I feel like somehow we messed that up, and now it's longer.
That's about the
Sorry,
same
guys.
time. It's about the same time.
The last one was an hour 24 minutes.
Hey, at least we're not doing like the 4
Probably,
hours.
you could edit out 4 minutes of something in between.
You know what you could
The
do? You
funniest
could
part's
just
at
make
the end.
no. What you need to do is you need to put our playback time on time and a half.
We just sound
Yeah.
like chipmunks.
Fast forward. Yeah. That would be even funnier.
All right, guys.
Figure
Well,
it out.
thanks for being part of the WKN podcast, our episode 3. We'll see you guys next time.
Have a good
Bye,
day.
guys.